Coach, congratulations on the win. Just your thoughts on how it came about and analysis of the match.
Thank you very much. Still absorbing, of course, everything. Just trying to make a joint analysis between what I had in my mind that happened in the pitch, my sensations, and trying to escape from the emotions and be wise on the analysis. Also, I took a look on the stats of the match, and they came along with my sensations. So, well, I think that we saw a very dominant Mamelodi Sundowns since the very beginning of the match, with a great commitment on the seek of the victory. We saw a great intentionality, a great variability in the way we try to oppose to a very, not only organized, but dense defense with a lot of players behind the line of the ball. Basically, we understood, even from the press conference pre-match of the coach, where he spoke about the match that we played in Pretoria and the chances that they created in counter-attack. Yes, indeed, in that game, 2 chances that came from counter-attacks. So we knew that the approach would probably be similar. We also knew that our setup in terms of positioning on the pitch would oblige them to drop their lines and hope and wait and hope for that moment. I think we were very, very committed with understanding that we could not give those opportunities for them. In the first half, I think we closed every single way for our goal, outside, inside. But we didn't find the way for the goal for ourselves. So we kicked, we had opportunities, we tried to use the width of the pitch, we tried to enter by the inside, by the left, by the right. Of course, that losing Tapelo created a little bit of need to reorganize the team. Tashrik was playing very, very well on the left, and then we decided for a certain period to put him on the right in order to try to see how the team would be better settled in the pitch, and then we reorganized the team at half-time, bringing him forward where he's more comfortable. I think the team made quite a good first half. Well, I think the team made a very complete match, from the very beginning until the end. Obviously that when you put more numbers in the front in order to try to force the goal and to create more and more opportunities and more chances in order to obviously put under more stress the team of AmaZulu, and knowing that it's a team that suffers a lot of goals in the last 10 minutes of the matches, we knew that we could profit from their stress, because also they would invest more on the transitions as we would leave spaces, what is absolutely normal. So it's a little bit cat and mouse game, where we had to continue to be the cat on chasing the goal. I think that you understood that there were a lot of tactical changes on the team strategical in order to profit from the players we had on the bench, and just by a little bit of well, how can I say, lack of chance, we didn't score earlier. Marcelo is a player that arrives very well near the box. If you remember the kind of goals that he does, he's not a player that scores a lot of goals, but most of them are those kind of shots. And also it's the 6th game in a row that we hit either the post or the bar. So, well, I think the boys made a fantastic game. Committed, organized, tough. It's not a very quick pitch, despite it's a good pitch, but it's not a very quick pitch, so the ball circulation is not very, very high, what obviously doesn't allow us to arrive on the places where we have free players as quick as we wanted. But we tried. Always, we were very committed with the intention that we had to win this match. It's obviously an important match, was the one we had to play in order to catch up the things on the championship. So mission accomplished, I think, with honor and a lot of pride for myself and the boys. And that is obviously the energy we need to go forward. I think it's clear also for you that the players that were used, as I said, on the weekend, on the match, or the cup match, were the ones that today suffered more. You saw, I said that we would have problems with Moreno, and that happened. We saw Brian today less capable to finalize the actions, what comes from fatigue. And obviously that the ones that didn't play were fresher and capable to sustain the level of the game in such a high demanding game that we had to play today. Very high demanding game. It's curious because I remember last year we played here the second of my matches in Sundowns, and we scored in the last minute with a head from Miguel Cardoso in a match we were playing with 10 after the red card on Rowan Williams. So matches like this, you need to define the details. We did it, and I'm very happy for that, of course. Congratulations to my players.
Thank you, Coach Cardoso. We just give the media the opportunity for questions. There's a roving mic, so I'll ask that you raise your hand and then you introduce yourself before you pose a question. Thank you.
Congratulations on the victory. It's Netama from Disc Times. Just want to ask for your thoughts maybe on the seemingly quick adaptation of Ndamane. Joined you in January, but seems like someone who's been with you for some time. And also maybe just an update on Saleng, that injury, how far is he from joining you?
This is, well, it gives me, thank you very much for the question, because it gives me the opportunity also to comment a little bit the situation of the injured players, because I see that there are a lot of comments, and because I'm obviously informed by the people of, well, by Shupin, that is a press officer, and also by my assistants regarding what people speak about players and this and that, and there's a lot of misinformation regarding the players that are injured or not injured, and it's very important that on the match day, the people in general take a look on the report that is it's press released by our media officer, so that they understand the players that can be lined up or no, because then there's a lot of arguments and discussions on players that are injured and cannot even play, and there's no need for those kind of bad thoughts, let's say. No, Saleng is still injured. It's a situation that is obviously progressing. Let's see when he can help the team. Also, Arthur keeps still out, what obviously makes you understand clearly that those are positions where we need the energy, we need the characteristics that the two of them can bring in the team. But I'm very happy, because I think today we saw already on the cup match the first half of Tsiki that was quite good, and today we saw Tsiki in a good level. Obviously he's not Arthur, he's not as penetrative as Arthur or Saleng, but in the characteristics that he has, I think he gave a lot to the team, a lot, and what is fantastic, obviously the boy deserves, because he has passed some moments of resilience where he stood, and now he is able to show today that when we tell them that we believe, it's true. The difficulty is that there's a lot of competition on the positions, but that's it. So I think there was some other point on your question that I missed. Yes. Well, Ndamane is doing well. I think today he was very brave. In the first half he was very aggressive on his positioning as a centre back. Obviously in the structure where you have three players that are more on the balance of the team and are responsible for the build-up, we need both left and right, so him and Mudau to be more aggressive. We spoke about that. So he tried to do what we asked from him, because we knew that there would be a lot of players behind the line of the ball, so our centre-backs had to be the first ones to provoke players with the ball, carrying the ball, being aggressive on the position, so that we could take players out and give balls to Tashrik or to Obre on that side, with less players to face, to play against. So he corresponded, Mudau also corresponded, Oh, well, those dynamics are dynamics that we want to bring more and more in the team, that unfortunately we don't train a lot, so they are not really sharpened as we would like them to be. But with time and the games played, probably will achieve those intentions. So pretty happy also with him. I think that the boys in general, I don't like to individualize, but I also don't like to answer questions. So I made a comment on the situation of Damane, but I cannot pass the moment without saying that I think today we saw, I don't remember one play that today was not in the level. Very high commitment from everybody, trying to work together as a team. And when the team is okay, the players are highlighted, of course. And sometimes games on details, they can change so much. We play the cup match, we make an error, we are penalized, and suddenly we are losing 2-0 by 2 mistakes. Today, despite we made the first half, there's one situation that AmaZulu can score and put us losing 1-0. And Rowan made a fantastic save. So sometimes the analysis of the games, they go along with a moment of course, the tendencies that we try to take the game for our side, and I think the boys were very persistent exactly with attitude. So, yeah, very, very happy with that.
Thanks, Coach. Colleagues, can I ask that we keep it one question at a time, because everybody wants a piece of the coach. So, Mamelodi Sundowns.
Evening, Coach. Sunday from Sokola Duma. You obviously mentioned the sort of cat and mouse element to today's game. There are probably going to be a lot more games where your team is tested in that sense, where you have to keep chipping away at that damn wall until it breaks. So how proud of you are you with your team's character, especially after what happened on Saturday, to keep probing and to keep chipping away at AmaZulu until they relented and conceded?
Yeah, very good question, because indeed life shapes the character of people, and we spoke a lot about life in these last 3 days, on how we need to relate with the present. The past we can do nothing on it, and tomorrow doesn't exist. It's just a mental construction, because we don't know what is tomorrow. And but we know that today we can do something for us. We can live the life fully, and that was the message I passed to the boys. That we should be committed with the day of today, forget the past and forget the future, because we don't know even if you're going to be here tomorrow. There's people that don't wake up. So the energy that we needed was the one that comes from the attitude of champions, that relate with what they want to be and not with what happened to them. I think the last cup match was very unfair, very, very unfair. And because we were down on the match by two mistakes, and the match was not, I already saw the game twice. And on the conditions we played, we did what we could do, and we fought as we could. Of course, the key moments didn't fall for our side, and we were penalized by that. And football pace penalizes you very hard when you make mistakes. But was not that, as was spoken in the media, that it was a horrible game and things like that. No, it was not. It was not. It was not. But when you lose 2-0, of course, the analysis is twisted a little bit because of the result, and it seems that we did everything wrong, and the other side did everything well, what is not true. We did well, but things didn't happen. Sometimes, unfortunately, the game takes that direction. We need to be supported, and I want to tell that today I saw something that I had never seen and I didn't like. I didn't like to see the players of Sundowns being booed on the warm-up. I think the Masandawana family needs to keep together every time. These players work a lot. They don't deserve to enter a pitch to make a warm-up in a match like this and being booed or being asked to be substituted. The coach of Sundowns doesn't have any son in the team. The coach of Sundowns relates with the strategies and the moments and the players available, and gives energy to everybody the same way. Not because one is Portuguese or South American or South African or white or black or yellow or whatever. We don't relate with that. That is something we overcame many years ago. since I was born, that my family gave me education to look at people as human beings, not different from any kind of reason. And I think it's very important that people understand that. So it's also common, because I know that people say a lot that I have privileges in the team. There's no privileges. Today Miguel stayed out of the team, Nuno entered from the bench and helped a lot. What we need is to relate with the moments. There are moments for ones, moments for the others, and that's what we do. Believe me, what I want is the best for Mamelodi Sundowns, and it's a hard work we do together every day. And if the family of the supporters, together with the players, we understand the way we are doing, we can achieve good things still, but we need to be committed with everybody, together. And already in the next match against Sekukuni, another very difficult task ahead. We need the support of our fans. We need the players. I don't need, but the players, they do need. I'm not speaking for myself, I don't need. Because I know that coaches, obviously they are liked if they win, they are disliked if they don't win. Obviously it's very easy to like the coach when he wins, but as Arteta said during this week, it's important is that people are supported in all the moments, because you make a very serious job. But support the players of Sundowns. Those are very, very hard work people with a lot of character that have achieved so much until now. And for sure, whatever happens, we'll continue to achieve in the future, nearest and more far away.